Pisces, hello. This is your week ahead tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. Pisces, this is 100%, this channel is 100% dedicated to Pisces. So this is a reading for Pisces sun, moon, and rising sign. It is an intuitive reading, so it comes to you at exactly the right time. It's really a timeless message, but there is a new one every single week. So if you love them, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and help us grow over here. Yes, this is a message for Pisces sun, moon, and rising sign. And if you want the full astrology breakdown for what's going on right now, because you love astrology, then come on over to my second YouTube channel, Astrology Motivation, where we dive down deep every single week and give you a play-by-play of what's going on for Pisces. It's not a horoscope. It's not a horoscope. It's actually accurate. I'm just kidding. Pisces. So we have fighting and roots. Those are the two cards that initiate this message. So fighting and roots. Coming out together, their bottom line is you're fighting for your family. You're fighting for your right to maybe your ancestry, or it could be that you're having fights with family, but I didn't pick up on that. All I picked up on was almost like you were taking a stance, or like defending, like almost defensive, with regards to being able to stay here, being able to be here, having a right to this. Something matters to you and you want to lay groundwork and you're fighting for it. You're not going to give up, or you have roots somewhere and that's why you're fighting to protect it, fighting to continue to grow it, fighting for it to stay alive. A sense of, I've put this is where I belong. I know who I am. That's roots. And then fighting as in, I'm not going to give up on this, or I'm not going to let somebody else push me around about this. That is not necessarily, hold on. So let's get into the tarot. God, what do you have? What message do you have for Pisces this week? What are they fighting for or fighting about? Or this is karma, Wheel of Fortune. So this is maybe about an inheritance or what you know that you've put in the time and work for, because Wheel of Fortune is fortune. It's fortune. So it's not luck. Luck is kind of spontaneous. And it's a blessing, but it's kind of spontaneous. But fortune is something that you have worked really hard for. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying this is your chance to get rewarded for it. So there's a sense of you're fighting for something that you know you absolutely deserve. It doesn't have to be, material wealth. It absolutely, you just know that you've put in so much energy and it matters to you. And I think that at core of who you are, this matters to you. And look at this, once again, family. It just keeps coming up over and over again, fighting for family, fighting to help family or stick up for family. It's not actually defend yourself against family. This is sticking up for family, moving forward. Could even be just progress, because the Chariot also represents progress. Maybe moving somewhere, going somewhere, traveling. You could also use that metaphorically as a sense of making progress, being able to finally move forward on something that you have great fortune in because you just never gave up. You had a wonderful reading last week, and I think this is continuing it. This sense of yes, absolute breakthroughs and good things happening. This has more of fundamental or practical, kind of a 3D. I know I deserve this. I see the work lined up for me kind of energy. Yeah, you're not backing down on this opportunity, or if you were on the fence, do not back down on this opportunity. You've come too far and you've built too much, so you've just got to keep moving forward. Even if it gets a little bit rough and there's some energy there, you've got to keep moving forward. We have the King of Wands here that seconds that. Just also says absolutely forward is the only way to go. This is a creative energy and a creative spirit. This could be a person, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries that you are dealing with. It's an energy. If it's not a person, it's an energy of being very forthright with who you are and being very confident about which direction you're moving and having total creative freedom. So it could even be, listen, I'm fighting to maintain my total creative freedom, the control and authority over my own life. Like, this is what I'm fighting for. It could even be that you're basically fighting with somebody who is also very, very confident and saying, I'm not going to back down. This could be your biggest competitor as well. But it looks more like standing your ground with what you've created, because you know what you've created is extraordinary, because you understand the hard work that you've put into this, and it's built a confidence in you that is going to make it impossible for you to back down. Okay, what does Pisces need to know? We have the 8 of Cups. So even though it's impossible for you to back down, there is an energy of walking away from what doesn't fulfill you anymore. But see, I think that this goes together, because there's a sense of, now I know so completely what I want. And you see how he's kind of looking back? He really is looking to the future, but he's kind of saying, this is what I got to get rid of. This is what I got to liberate myself from. It's almost like this week could be the first time you realize, I got to get rid of this dead weight. Because if I don't, it is going to hold me back or keep me down. And that ain't where I'm willing to be anymore. Oh, could have something to do with a love affair or relationships, or finally being able to let go of that emotional baggage from past relationships that could have really gotten to you and really be dragging you down. We have the 2 of Cups here. So there is a beautiful attraction, a beautiful connection, or this is talking about an ex that you're finally willing to let go of. Maybe in some ways you don't want to stop fighting for them. You don't want to stop. You've gone through so much with them. Maybe you just don't want to back down now, right? But there is a sense of, I've got to let that hurtful stuff go. I've got to let what doesn't work for me be in the past and just focus on perhaps a future relationship, future connection or partnership. Or it's taught you how to find somebody that is more your equal, more your speed. You could be now just starting to date a water sign. We have the Star card here. So dreams and wishes fulfilled, aspirations and goals. I will also say this to you. Okay. Oh no, I just heard it because the 2 cards came out. Aim higher. I was gonna say aim higher, and then the 4 of Swords came out to just officialize it in my head, because this is upon reflection, right? The hurt, the pain that I've gone through, just having a quiet moment with yourself could also signify for the past 4 weeks there was a Mercury retrograde, going over stuff. Maybe an ex came back, or a situation was just not hashed through completely. But it is now a sense of reflection to reconcile a situation. But the Star card also came out, which is implying aim higher. But aim higher, not based on me telling you, based on what you've learned. This sense of, now that I've gone through this retrograde, now that I've gone through this review, now I understand what God was trying to teach me. And it is definitely a sense of, I deserve better. I deserve better. I deserve more. But I wouldn't have known that had I not gone through what I went through. And that's why I could finally walk away from this situation that I know is just not the right situation for me. And this is important for you guys, because now it's like liberating yourself emotionally. This sense of, my heart knows it now. Not just my brain, not just me having self-control, which is great to walk in the opposite direction and go a different direction. No, now I am certain emotionally that I am free of this and that I want more. Now, what do you want more of? That's a very good question. Let's get to it. Okay, so what should Pisces be? No, I guess you haven't really decided yet, because we have the 4 of Cups. Both the 4 of Cups and the 4 of Swords are reflective energies. Taking some time out for yourself to really learn, go through everything you've experienced, and figure out, well, this is what I care about. This is what I choose. Maybe there's an opportunity on the table that you haven't had a chance to look at yet, because ultimately things had confused you. You weren't really sure what you want. So it's almost saying this week you're going to take your time, and don't accept anything that really isn't not only calling to you, but making sense to you. We have the devil here kind of in the past. Maybe you're afraid to make a choice because you've gotten into such toxic situations before, or because there is some sort of commitment, obligation, or contract that you're still working through or dealing with, or just a sense of maybe I have to like not make any decisions right now because even though emotionally, psychologically, intellectually I'm ready to move on, I still have to, especially if this is a marriage or a job or anything legal, there is a sense of still being stuck with it. I feel like this is in the past. To be honest with you, I feel like it's like I don't want to get myself stuck in that same situation. It is in the past, but I think I had to learn the hard way, and that's Saturnian energy. Let's pick a moon card, okay? What do you got to tell Pisces? Your commitment is being tested. Well, yeah, because I don't think you want the same things. Adjustment. There you go. Listen, I understand, and maybe you need to have this conversation with somebody on your end, that what I understand what a commitment means, right? I understand what that means, right? But you see two half moons here, and now they're a whole when they're together, right? But it's like you see two half moons here. The first one is your commitment is being tested. You're halfway there. You're walking in that direction. But do I still want this? Because adjustments are required. This is a sense of I don't want to be stuck in a situation that makes me feel stuck. This sense of, but where's my freedom going, right? There's also a sense of, do I really want what I used to want? Because it's almost like, I don't know. I have choices in front of me now that make it, it's almost like when a really wonderful thing happens to you, now you start to see where you've settled. And you kind of don't want that. And there's a sense of it's okay to say adjustments are needed, because I'm rethinking this. And what I was saying about contracts is I always try to like keep things exactly where they were. But change is a natural part of life. In fact, change is life. So this is basically saying that you have a right to go back in any contract you create and say, I'd like to renegotiate. Because in order for me to keep going forward, I now know things that I didn't know when I first entered into these promises. And maybe now I have access to resources that I didn't have when I, entered into these contracts. And honestly, I need to renegotiate. And it's totally fine for you to fucking say, I need to renegotiate. That's, hello, it's absolutely your right. Okay, so what's going to come of this situation? Let's head on into the future for Pisces if we can. There's heartbreak here. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles, there was a beautiful opportunity, maybe an opportunity to make money. I think that this is a solid opportunity, but somehow it also breaks your heart. You know that this is a commitment that you have to go toward, right? You have this heartbreak, this sadness, maybe something ended or something's causing you a lot of stress. I don't think it's this. This is a sense of, yes, this is a great opportunity, but at the same time, I have to leave something that I care about or that I had cared about, right? You know that it's time to move forward, or that you might have to leave something behind that you have carried a long way, that you have developed. But it was a stepping stone. Even if it was a stepping stone that you were on for 12 years, it was still a stepping stone to get to what you aspire to. And this is your chance to level up, right? This is your chance, but it's also kind of heartbreaking. Yet this is it. Look at this. This is a sense of, but I know this is worth it. I can see that there's a future here, looking out, looking over the precipice, and knowing that this is worth the commitment. But we got one more card. Let's just be, what'd I tell you, dude? What'd I tell you? We got the Judgment card here. That is Major Arcana. This sense of it may break your heart, but you do have to take this opportunity. There's just no way that you should be looking this gift horse in the mouth. This is a decision that you must move forward with. Let's go to the extended. Link is down below in the description box. Oh, no. For you guys, the link is down below in the comments. I pinned it to the top of the comment section. Click right on it. Come on over. I'll see you guys there.